So I just wanted to like show something, especially because people might say, "Can we go to that place?" No, you cannot, because you have to understand that this is not the kind of road that you usually see on other places. So this is not the usual like road that you usually see on other places. We only allow people who understand this area or this terrain. So the one on your right, on side of that, is actually already a cliff. So when I say cliff, that's really a cliff. When you get there, you might fall down. All right. Now on the other side, the left one. Now on this side, this is already a cliff, man. So driving here takes really understanding of the terrain of the area. That's why I hope, like, not just hope, but I just wanted to inform the public that this is not a public place for you just to go on. This is our ancestral land. We understand the terrain that we got, and we keep things private because we don't want no accidents here. All right, and we are the only ones actually allowed to roam around in this area because we understand every turns that we need to make. Even at nighttime, we can drive here, no problem. But for other people, we don't we don't want to do that. All right, we're trying to avoid inconvenience for us as well. That's why we keep our ancestral land private for only for us. So that is the some conditions that we got here in our ancestral land. So we're gonna try to look at the garden or the farm of my brother, just for you guys to see what are the crops that we usually plant here in the upland area of our ancestral land. So we usually plant root crops. When I say root crops, we got taro, we got purple yam, and we got ginger. So those are most of our crops that we plant here. And for the harvest season, it's somewhere around November, December, January. It's an annual harvest. It's a one-time harvest. So it takes 9 to 10 months for growing the root crops that we have. All right. So we're gonna stop here. I'm gonna show you around. Okay. So let's go down a bit. I'm gonna show you some. So here right now, so here are the taro. We got the green leaves, or we call biga, and we got the original taro, which used to call loco. Loco. Now this is the original one. This is quite a little bit expensive versus this one. So that's the difference. And we can actually also eat the leaves. But for the purpose of selling the tubers, we don't usually cut the leaves for food consumption because the plant itself doesn't want that. So let's just have it strive on its own up until the harvest season. So that is the maintenance for these crops. Now let's get here. So this is the purple yam. So these are the purple yams up until that on that slope, up until there, here. Now come here. So this is the main plant itself. All right. And then when harvesting, usually on the average, it weighs around 1.5 kilos up until sometimes 3. When you plant it on a fertile soil, it can range up until sometimes even 4 kilos. So it depends on the soil where you planted it. So from 1.5 kilos up until on the average of 2.5 to 3. That's the maximum size uh, per purple yam that you can harvest. So yeah, all of it are purple yams. Now for the trees, you might be looking at why are they dried up? We don't cut them totally for the purpose that so the purple yam can climb up to the trees. It needs it needs some trellises to climb around for its vines as well. So you don't just plant it and then let the vines on the soil. No, so that it can strive more, it needs to be climbing on trellises. So this is the very common setup of planting areas or upland farms that we have here in our area. And aside from that, we supplement things as well. We supplement some other plants such as papaya. So these are the papayas that we have. This is relatively new plant, and we already have some small sprouting like fruits. And of course we got banana. We got we don't call it plantain. It's just for us it's the usual banana. And for other fruit trees that we have, we got coconut, papaya, avocado. Avocado, coconut, avocado. Uh, Avocado is month of August. It's about to end. The end season of avocado on the month of August. So yeah, those are mostly the crops that we have here. I'm trying to see if there's a ripe. All right. Unfortunately, we don't have a ripe papaya. Probably a couple of more weeks. So yeah, that's it. Kind of food that we gave some rice. So let's get there. Oh, those trees. Uh, those are another fruits that we actually harvest as well. No, it's guyabano or sour soap. Guyabano or sour soap. Those are actually donated. Let's say project of the DENR, Department of Environment and Natural Resources. They gave us some planting materials for the guyabano. That was 5 years ago, and right now we are. You get to control it, yes. So let's store around these houses. A while ago. Yeah, when we give some. Oh, Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, we got water. So this is the water we got. Huwag na tumira, the drinking water that we have is actually coming from the mountain. So that's how the pressure is. Okay. So drinking water, everything, cleaning, cooking, that's where we get it from. Hirawi na. I'm gonna give you a. This is my uncle. Oh, by the way, my uncle is the one repairing, doing the repair for. Don't worry, don't worry. It's just gonna smell you. My uncle is the one doing the repair for our water pipes. So if there's some problem or leakage with the water pipes, he's the one actually making the repairs. So yeah.
So you the one doing the hard work.
Yeah. And one more thing about us, Aita, we love drinking coffee. So if you're gonna look at that side, you got hot water, coffee, and a sugar. So it's like the normal coffee drink. I mean, it's the normal drink that we can offer. Now, I just wanted to explain some of the few things or details about how building houses. Here, you might wondering these are like like expensive wood, but these are not. These are soft wood that grows fast in our area, and they are softwood. They're not like the expensive one. So just like uh that kind of wood right there, the plant, the tree, that's where that's the same tree that this plank of wood's coming from. So it's not that really endangered species. So once we find a big tree that we can cut off, we cut off and build it like this. And for the roofing materials, we if we have the ability to buy some galvanized roof, we do instead of using the instead of using some organic materials for roofing. But on the other side, if you're gonna look at that, those are HDPE liners that came from uh that came from what do you call this, fish ponds. Usually on fish ponds they lay down first HDPE liners so that the water won't seep down on the soil or the mud, and then before they put some water in it. So whenever they're done using the HDPE liners, then that's what they usually sometimes sell to us. So we usually buy some a few cuts and then we make it as a roofing. So yeah, and that's the one that I'm telling. Uh, that's a ficus tree or fig tree. It's a family of fig trees. That's the one being ate by as well by bats, wild chickens, wild boars, and civet cats as well. So whenever it has some fruits in it, so that's why the birds and wild chickens has a lot of food to eat in this area. And of course, we hunt them. So yeah. And what else? And on the side, the cassava, banana, purple yams and papayas as well. Plus the taro. So we're trying to maximize every space that we got here left because the terrain, as what I said, it's not flat. It got a lot of cliff and some ravines, so not all areas are suitable for planting. So whenever we find space that we can use for planting our crops, we do. Oh, here's another type of tree. So that is the softwood tree. That same as those wood planks that we have in the house. So this usually where it came from. That type of tree. So it's a softwood trees. And those are native chickens. I like those better than the chickens that you bought from the supermarket, the big chicken.
What's the difference between the black?
The black ones, these are more like the meat is more leaner. It's not that, I mean, for those people who may have accustomed to eating the chicken from the market, the flesh is a little bit soft when you cook it. But here, you gotta boil it first at least 30 to 1 hour so that you can make the meat tender and soft. But I'd like that better because that tastes more chicken than the one that you usually buy in the market. So yeah. Okay, pa, okay na. Forgot. I didn't I didn't put much gas. So we really needed to get down now and go to the gas station and fill in some gas in it. I don't want to get stuck in here without gas on my car. I'm just in a hurry. When you called in, I was like in a hurry to pick you up. That's why I forget to fill in some gas. Just turn off the air conditioner, your AC. Oh, and especially during the rainy season, this particular road gets eroded little by little. So yeah, so the people going in there cannot be able to go up here. So these are one of the struggles that we got, especially during the rainy season. That's why we really needed to have that heavy equipment for road repairs, and at the same time, uh, gas money for road maintenance of this whole entire road that we have here upland. The house that we went, this is his uh, planting area. He just actually cleaned this up or made these plantations just this year. See all of these rocks? This came from the volcano during the eruption, including that one. And look at that side. You see that clear line? So that's the original soil, and then you got that up top, the coverings from the volcano as well.
happen a lot.
Yeah.
Watch out, there go again.
That's what I told you. We're driving autopilot. If you're not from here, you might get like surprised. Oh, so those are the fig trees that telling you about? Those are the ripe ones. Let's put it here first. I can show you. So this is the one that telling you about with regards to the secondary forest or the secondary trees right after the eruption of the volcano. So these are mostly the trees that is growing up here, and they provide food for the animals that live here, especially for the birds, bats who eat all of the fruits right here. So if you're gonna look at this fruit that it has, all right. So when it's ripe, it's color red. I don't know what does it taste like. Oh yeah, it's kind of sweet. That's why they like it. So it's kind of sweet. So oh yeah, like birds, civet cats, wild pigs sometimes, bats. So those are the animals that it eats the fruit of this tree. So imagine you got all that kind of trees up until there. So what else would you need? So if you're the animal, you have
We
a
have bats in this area.
yes, we got a lot of bats in this area, but mostly fruit-eating bats. We don't have the bats which are the large one, the flying fox as they say. We don't have that kind because the requirement for those kind of bats is like large trees, but we don't have large trees no more here in this area, as what I said before. So yeah, just the fruit-eating bats. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's nearly empty. We can reach. Well, yeah, we can actually reach the part for this.
So your uncle is a chief. You right up under your uncle?
Uh, we have our own way of.
Or you a chief too, right?
Yeah, I'm a chief too, but on a different level. Like, uh, if the matters are within the ancestral land, that is my that is my jurisdiction. If it pertains to the ancestral land itself, but if it's pertained to the community and the people within the barangay, that is my uncle. So that is the distinction of functions that we have. If it's ancestral land, projects, investments, going in and inside the ancestral land, those are within my powers, or those are within my scope of work. And for the community people, that is for my uncle because they were elected barangay officials.